no sides being picked, so that's important.
That's exciting as well. To see who starts on this CT side, and both teams, of course, is in trouble.
A lot of stabbing going on, but in the end, Orgless
Stabbing,
will...
shanking.
Yeah.
This is the league, this Flashpoint. We really need to start instituting the Zeus rounds.
I agree. We've been talking about that a lot.
Yeah, like jousting almost.
Yeah,
What if you had like 2 launchers next to each other and both players had to step in at the same time and try and Zeus each other in midair?
like bounce pads from Quake or something like
Yeah,
that.
that works.
Yeah, someone could make that. That's
Yeah.
as a map.
That's legit.
That's a good idea. But how you'd have to do that and change maps? Yeah, I'm into
Yeah,
it.
because that's a huge obstacle. Here we go. Push down middle.
It's true. We'll figure it out. All good. Yay with the early push, and look at the entire T side. He's still hitting headshots and fighting them, and I can't believe they line up for it. What a ridiculous way to start a round. They actually got spotted. They actually got caught out doing that, and it still works.
That's so incredibly filthy that he just pulls that off. 2 incredible kills. Spearheading the push down mid, and it's all on Freiburg and Exist.
I think the power of Ye is that he's got such a positive outlook on life, and he's just so excited about the whole situation that it doesn't even occur to him that something could backfire.
Does it annoy you at all how happy he always seems?
No, I'm a big enough person. I can be happy on his behalf. It makes me curious how he's done it, and why hasn't he shared the secret?
The secret to life
for the rest of us, just down here suffering. I think it's amazing. It's like, it's like if you teach kids to ride a bike early enough, then they won't be scared to fall. That's how Jay plays Counter-Strike. It's just, you know what? How could it go bad? How could it go wrong?
Well, Freiburg, the first kill. Waiting for the flank, it's coming in, and yeah, the wide swing from Ordell. FNS gonna finish it off. Nicely done from Orgless.
Yeah, very cool. Off to a good start with the pistol round. See if they can hold on to it. We've had a lot of exchanging in the second rounds going on so far in the best of 3. Maybe we'll see more out of it here, but it's hard to say. I think there is it's one of those maps. Oh, we got the tongue back, Jason.
No, he's got it back. That's exciting. Dude, as soon as you see that tongue dart out of that mouth, you know you're in for a long map.
That's when he's hungry.
Yeah.
That's when he's ready. I wonder though, because I've seen a lot of Inferno games where the CTs get off to a good start. If you can't turn it around early on the T side, you can actually be in a lot of trouble. Some of the really one-sided maps we see sometimes, or the first halves we see, are exactly on this map when you just get the first couple of rounds and you shut down the early rifle round from the T side, and suddenly it's just looking real great.
Dooley, Sanders.
Surely not. Why, Wardell? You had such promise.
He's
had a real career going on.
Listen, I know I've said this a couple times, but if anyone is going to make the Dooley...
Shut up.
Here we go. Nade onto T-ramp. That's perfect. Not if you're Guardian. Ye drops a Molotov as well, and now the SMGs come into play.
I don't know what you could do to break this with just the Glocks. Away, but it's going to be Sub-Rosa. It's got 2 kills, Jason, against unarmored Glocks. You're celebrating.
Does. Yeah, he does. That's 2 good kills, 2 powerful kills.
Darn.
He's just warming up.
Critical. He's keeping the dualies with the AWP. I can't wait for this to backfire.
It's not going to backfire.
All right. Well, we'll see. We'll find out. I'll let you enjoy the moment.
All right, let me have
Soak
that
it up. Make the most out of it.
There's 2 unarmored Glock kills.
It's about to come crashing down on top of you.
As usual. Wardell headed towards mid, maybe for an early peek, and I thought maybe there's a couple options he had. He could have peeked down, he could have peeked in towards alt mid, but instead it's banana control for his teammates. There's a small gap in the bottom right corner of that smoke. And the defense is going to back away from it. Wardell with the off and dually combo is going to transition over towards Graveyard to keep an eye on halls. So pretty standard setup for Orgless as Infinite rotates back to the A bomb site.
Yeah, just setting up this dig, pretty common way, clearing it out, get right. See what they do if they want to try and flash their way through. There's a flashbang to go for the immediate peak. Infinite. Trying to see if he gets sprayed through, but the AK on the other side is just going to be way better at that job. And FNS sneaking into the corner. This is so scary. He's going to get the one kill, but again, can't really do much. There's just so much firepower on the other side. So now it's 3 versus 4 here. And Dig off to a good start in the round. Still 2 people defending the site.
Why are they just sending all the SMGs to like catch all the bullets? Just having them all go in one by one. Yay, close up to the angle, and at this point, 40 seconds left. Like, Orgless is in a really difficult spot. You can't really rotate anywhere, and you can't really push to find the intel you need. But at least they're going towards the 2-man defense. Yay and Wardell to defend.
Yeah, he's really close, though. I mean, flashed in, tries to take a look, but they're all around the corner. They were completely immune to that flashbang. And now down in the pit is Wardell alone with that AWP, and the smoke is already making it really tricky. He's trying to find a way around. That's 3 out of 4 kills so far in the round that have happened through the smoke from Dig's point of view. That's pretty effective. Yeah, well, I mean, it's to be fair, the 2 on the Rap side, right? They had the tracers. It was an ongoing battle. That was just good pre-fire around the edge of the smoke, and that's an expensive AWP that Wardell invests into immediately that he does not get to keep. I don't even think he got a kill in the round with the AWP. So the dualies as well.
2-1. Yeah, but you can pick those back up like it's no big deal, can't you?
And yet he's not.
It's not yet.
All right. Yeah, he's got some money to work with, but so that maybe he could drop the AWP to Wardell if he wants to a little bit later on. Good start, 3rd round. And Dig able to pick it up, so they're going to be avoiding some of the economic hardship that we were just talking about, where otherwise you can run into some trouble on Inferno. Not going to be happening just yet anyway. Decent grenade thrown from inside of the B-bomb site. And a bit of a stack over here on this side too. See what they could do. They have 4 smokes. Oh, sorry, 3 of them are on the B-bomb site. So they can actually keep this B-bomb site smoked off for a very, very long time.
See if they can hold their nerve. 4 players there for Dig so far. 5th is going to join up with him soon. It's just Get Right behind, watching for a flank. Now going to join up. Smoke towards coffins to hopefully take those last smokes remaining. Still 1 more in the hands of Sabrosa. But Dig, they've given up all map control. They're kind of stuck for the moment in this play.
Re-smoking the coffins. Are they going to put up 1 more smoke? No, they're going to be flashing their way right through. Nice job there with the 5-7, and the CSAT 75 will pick it up after this. Wanted 1 more, and it's a nice attempt. But I really love the fact that Dig weren't waiting for more smokes to go down, because that's such a dangerous position to be in. Yeah, you turn that into a contact play. Freiburg creeps into the smoke, delayed flashbang comes out. That way, Sabrosa can't put the final smoke in that they had in hand. Has no expectation that it's coming. We actually see teams at pretty much all levels sometimes get caught by this kind of a play from the CT side, where there's just a series of smokes. So it's great to see Dig having a plan for it and following through. Saying, you know what, they might have another one. Let's not wait and find out. Let's just go right now. So, enjoyable stuff. That's going to give them the round a tie up the scoreline at 2-2. Trying to do the damage that they can here at the end. It'll be Yay to find 1 of the kills. And the bomb will take the forest as well. So pretty expensive, all things considered. Yeah, Orgless has got to be happy with that. And not even a Krieg picked up by Guardian at the end. Couldn't find one on the ground. So we're all tied up at 2-2, but Orgless has got to be, as you said, pretty happy with that. AWP back in the hands of Wardell. Rifles being picked up. They're going to be a little bit light on nades, but it's a solid buy overall. It is a pretty solid buy. So a quick tech pause here. So waiting to get back into it. Should be hopefully momentarily solved. Yeah, that AWP on Wardell, definitely big news. Elbow bumps? Yeah, that's a brand new thing. What's your favorite one? Elbows, or there's the shoe shuffle thing going on that people are doing? Yeah, I don't really get into the shoe one. No? Don't want to mess up your Yeezys? Yeah. That's, no, I don't wear Yeezys. All right. I don't wear expensive shoes, so it's not really that reason, but other people wear expensive shoes. Oh, so just being a nice person, I guess. Yeah, this first time. Or afraid to fall over, I don't know. Yeah, that would be the embarrassing thing, just to tip over. I don't mind the elbows. No? No. All right. Yeah, I think it works. Why not? What a stimulating conversation this is. It is good. Yeah. Move on. What's your brain got next? Bring it up next. I want to see more of the aggression that we saw out of the pistol round there, out of the CT side. I mean, it's a bit early on to call for it. I know they've already done it once, but I just think it's... I like the off-the-leash version of Orgless that we saw on Nuke in the later stages.
Right, when they had that comeback coming in, like that was really, really cool to see out of them. Just everyone got to do your own thing. Wardell's got the op. I'd like to see him. Remember, he had that round previously with the AWP where he could have peeked down middle, could have peeked in towards alt mid. I'd like to see some of that action. I'd like to see a very mobile and aggressive op on the CT side.
Yeah, that is where much of the fun can definitely happen on a map like Inferno. What do you think about Dig and their sort of somewhat slow style so far? Just, I mean, it seemed to be very grouped up when they were hitting the quad side of A, and this time on the B bomb side. No deep fakes going on. You know, no stuff like that yet. Anyway,
I don't mind it because I think where they're going to be. I mean, especially with Holzerk missing, right? Like, what they're going to be missing is firepower. So you want to use numbers, you want to use some tactics to kind of make up for that. We saw it on Train, a map that they're not comfortable with, and you just saw players just not being comfortable in any of the fights that they were taking, any of the fights that were presented to them. So I don't mind the slower style, especially on a map like Inferno that can get that can be tactical if you want to make it that way. So we'll have to see how it goes.
Sorting out like a couple of issues, and well, the fact that they're able to bring it back, though, Orgless...
Can we make a bounty for dualies?
A bounty?
Sorry to cut you off.
Go on.
I was just thinking, like, what if...
Elaborate.
Maybe eventually get a sponsor attached to it, but what if it was, like, you know, a $1,500 prize to the player who gets, like, a triple kill in the pistol round with the dualies?
I'll try and
incentivize, motivate, incentivize people to give it a shot.
People would, I think, if you did that.
Okay.
You have to, you have to find just the perfect spot for it. You could just, I mean, you could make it a community challenge. Just say,
send me your best duelie clips.
Yeah, collect all of them.
Send me your best duelie clips, community.
Make a frag video out of it.
Okay. Dualies frag video.
Now, I just want to say this as well. I think this is a good idea, but if you happen to be in a matchmaking game, let's say, and you lose it to some idiot playing with the duelie, then that's on Moses as well. So you know where to. You know where to find him.
It's not
so
my
guys,
fault.
I'll clutch this with the dualies. We'll see how it works.
I think it's going to be great. I think there's a lot of hidden duelie clips out there in the wild that we just haven't seen yet.
Yeah, just people embarrassed to share them. Don't want to be put in that group.
What did the dualies ever do wrong to you?
They're just so useless, aren't they? I mean, it's and plus
you're advocating. You always advocate for run-boosted Zeus.
Yeah, but
there's not many things more useless than that.
No one knows.
You've spent hours looking at useless flashbangs and smokes.
Yeah, most of them are used now. No one just remembers that I found them, which is not even my fault, is it?
Well, it is your fault. We're gonna go to a short break, and we'll be right back.
We're back now into the game. Third map going to be coming your way. It's on Inferno between Orgless and Dig. And it's been, a little bit of a mixed start, I would say. A couple of rounds for Orgless, now a couple of rounds for Dig. And Orgless should be back in the money in terms of what they're able to buy here after we get the whole thing reset. So, yeah, I don't know. It's too early to tell what kind of a game we actually have going on here. Still more to come, I guess. We only got 4 rounds to look at.
Yeah, plenty of rounds to go.
Where is FNS mind going at right now? What is he plotting?
You know it's something. Scheming.
Scheming. He's like, how can I
destroy this team?
It's been many victims of FNS devious behavior in the past, so...
It's been awesome to watch on the sidelines. I'm glad I'm not involved in any of it myself.
Maybe you are and you just don't know. Like,
yeah,
I think
that's the thing. We're all players in his game.
Like, you're working for Moriarty and you don't even realize that's kind of half the point, isn't it? So it's only in the last minute.
So FNS is the Counter-Strike Moriarty.
That's what we're going with here.
Okay, the mastermind.
Who would be the Sherlock Holmes in this particular? I feel like it could be Duncan, mostly dysfunctional. Could himself be a mad genius in some sense.
Yeah, but he has no interest in helping others solve their problems, does he?
That's true.
Yeah.
Sherlock Holmes, but for the helping.
I mean, Sherlock didn't either, right? He just wanted the puzzle.
That's true.
But Duncan's even further down the dark hole than that.
All right, well, we'll work on it. This is looking very comfortable. Get right. Exceedingly so. So
put some romantic music to that. Titanic theme song.
Stare deep into the eyes. This actually, this could be a new kind of streaming. This is not quite ASMR or anything, but it's. I mean, I know people recently were streaming people sleeping. That was the thing.
That's a weird trend. Well, here's something cool though. There's a little bit of an FPS issue, so we're actually going to take you through the sounds of the action that have happened so far today.
Oh dear.
Why are you baiting so much? Stop baiting! Nice!
No!
Join the meat grinder, boys.
That's what control doors, I'm pretty sure. Control doors! Fuck these kids, let's go!
They're done. Why are you so quiet?
Wait, who's talking?
I just love everything about it.
It's the way, yeah, he's calling them kids. They're like 3 times his age.
Yeah, but that's a compliment at that age, isn't it? I'm like, yeah, we still got it. Still young with the rest of them.
Young Swedish genes.
I enjoy the meat grinder.
Welcome to the meat grinder, boys.
That's just so disturbing. I don't know why. It's like, I don't know. My mind just wants to take that 10 different directions, but...
We'll take it not in all 10, but what's the next best direction you could take it in?
None of the directions are good, Jason, actually. I'll just keep that to myself for now. That's my own nightmare.
Damn.
It's rolling in my own head.
Yeah.
I had a whole thing.
Your own demons to work through.
Exist in a factory, kids coming to visit, that whole thing.
Jesus, like a whole demon barber of Fleet Street thing going on.
Yeah, it was getting dark really, really quickly in my brain. Join the meat grinder. Jesus Christ. Oh, man. That's rough. But yeah, ultimately, we're still waiting on the last tech issues to be sorted out. Let's see. You can see everyone's real. No one nearly as relaxed as Get Right was, although I think an attempt is being made by Sub Rosa.
He's doing his best. It's not working out. He's got the hand warmers.
I'm impressed that people trust the lean back on these gaming chairs, just in case they tip over. I've seen people do that.
That's made for some good moments on streams, though, hasn't it?
It has. That's one of the premium features of it, really.
Yeah, I wouldn't trust it myself. What's the what are your thoughts on the next matchup that we have coming later on today? FPX versus Cloud9, Fun plus Phoenix.
I think that's going to be great. I can't actually wait to see Katie and playing on that stage. I think that's going to be a lot of fun, a lot of shouting. I'm sure Cloud9 are going to be right in on that. I actually loved the video that they were playing earlier, sort of the personality intro video from Cloud9. I think that made me even more hyped.
Yeah, JT had some funny segments.
And it's great because I'll be honest, like, I don't really know much about the personalities of any of these Cloud9 players. So I was, I was happy that we got a little bit of a chance to, and that already had me encouraged. And I've no doubt again that Cadian is going to be yelling at them. It's going to be fun.
I feel like Cadian's just been sitting at home watching these matches and watching everyone shouting. He's like, yeah, this is my time. This is my moment.
It's finally come.
Yep. Been waiting my whole career for this.
Would you consider doing a stream for the audience where they can tune into you sleeping and that be a thing?
I know that's very weird.
Yeah, you wouldn't.
I wouldn't be up for that.
No, I imagine actually the act of falling asleep would be difficult if you got people watching. Like, I don't know.
Yeah.
I've
never thought of any of this, to be honest with you. It's never once crossed my mind that would be something that I would be interested in doing. So
what about a stream where you just play with dualies all the time? That's all you buy.
Oh, I'd do that. Yeah.
Yeah.
Absolutely.
That could be a challenge. The Moses dualie challenge.
Yeah, it'd be very little fun once you get like the dualies up against Kriegs and stuff.
That's part of the challenge, though.
Yeah.
What is? Could you give a reward to someone like they have to get at least 30 kills in a map only using dualies?
With only dualies. Ooh.
Dropping a 30 bomb with dualies.
Dude, I have to have a very nice prize to get people to do that. Otherwise, I don't think it's happening.
We could partner up with someone. If we've got all the connections. We could find a way to do it.
Yeah, maybe get a car involved. You do it, you get a car.
A whole car. I'm going to start playing with dualies. So that's
throw back to the old, McDonald's Monopoly. We'll do like a jet, fighter jet.
A whole jet.
Listen, the kids weren't around for those days. They gave away a Harrier jet, or they tried to.
They tried to. Is that legal to own?
No, which has caused a lot of issues when someone eventually did save up the billion points needed to do it.
Okay. Well, I think that's a smart idea. Maybe just downgrade it from something that isn't flying. A tank. Could you own a tank? Is that legal?
I don't think so. I think tanks are still out of commission as well.
Okay. Well.
You could maybe take them shooting in a tank though.
Okay.
There's places. 30
kills, and I feel like someone's gonna do that. Like, we have to define what level of play we're talking about here. Like, it can't just be in like.
Can't be like you can't just smurf down to silver with the dualies.
You have to prove that it's like a real thing. Well, we have everyone back on the server.
The tank.
Yeah, no, that's not gonna work. 5 seconds left on the countdown. So thank you for your patience. We're back in the game now, and again, it's all tied up 2-2. So we'll see what Dig can give us here. They've been on a 2-round winning streak. Orgless are back with the rifles now. They got that AWP on Wardell, and setting up with a pretty common defense early on here, which is just fine.
Ooh, aggressive angle from Wardell. It's too fast. He did not expect GetRight to be swinging that early on. Alp is recovered as well. Yake just sees the AK-47, and GetRight's outplayed him entirely. He's outplayed them both. What a beautiful read of the situation from GetRight.
I feel like we're seeing just a little bit more juice in some of GetRight's plays at the moment.
A little bit of extra pep in his step.
There is something going on here, just a slight bit. Inside the bomb side is FNS, and that was always going to be a trade. That's the third kill as well for GetRight. He was covering that library. And Infinite, I don't even know. Hang around if you want to try and, upgrade the gun, or run away if you want to try and save this, but I don't know. The grenades aren't going to do much, are they? That's
an old school badass performance from GetRight. Swapping out to the AWP, he knows there's going to be some aggression, covering his team in the eventual hit. That was well done. Infinite's going to stick around trying to keep this FAMAS doing what he can. And he's at least got Guardian fooled, but not Forest.
Did he have a kit?
I don't know, but there's no way he was going for that.
No, well, all I'm saying is that if he actually had got the kill on Forest, he could have run for it.
Could have had the opportunity?
There was no one else there.
Okay.
They were miles away. I agree, he probably would have just straight ran for it, but I don't know. I wasn't quick enough to check. Yeah, what a round out of GetRight.
Yeah, he was freakishly good. Opening kill, doing a phenomenal job building onto it. 3-2 in the favor of Dig, and the Orgless defense back onto pistols.
Got that 1 HE on Sub Rosa, but that's pretty much it inside of the B bomb site. So, very, very good chance here for the Dig side to be off to a bit of a hot start. Maybe we will all be vindicated at the end of this. All of those of us who picked Dig to be doing a good job here. I feel like we're bringing it back.
Yeah, we do deserve some credit for that. Ooh, nice shot from Exist.
Right.
That felt powerful on our side of the screen. And this round is just going to play out pretty standard. Smoke down, so FNS won't be able to get involved towards the B bomb site. Bomb should get planted at any moment. And you've even got Forest and GetRight waiting for ult mid, looking for those pushes.
Yeah, bomb's not just been picked up in ult over at the banana position.
Playing it very safe all across the map.
Doesn't even matter, does it, when you've got this much control? So
Yeah.
I guess it's all fine.
And now you have money building up as well for the dig side, so that's something that Orgless has got to think about as well. If they don't start taking guns away, maybe getting 2 to 3 kills in some of these rounds, all of a sudden you're going to have a dig economy that it's going to take 3 wins in a row to grind away from them, and that's exactly what you don't want to have happen.
I'm going to have to, at one point in time, do a video about how to shoot through those
stained glass windows.
Because I just only ever see people not doing it the correct way.
Listen, you've apparently got a lot of spam spots across all of Counter-Strike that really bother you.
Yeah.
You should just cycle through them all.
Take a day out.
Maybe you could call it like an idiot's guide to spamming in Counter-Strike.
That's a good idea.
Yeah.
For dummies, something like that.
Yeah, that works too. Spamming for dummies.
It's a good idea. Oh yeah, well, it didn't have, again, had no impact. Most of my spams actually will have no impact on the game at all. So, but
that's one of the special traits about the spams that you come up with.
yeah, that's not the point though.
Yeah.
The point is doing it correctly, even if it wasn't gonna work. 4-2. This great little cluster of rounds that they're starting off this first half with. Orgless able to put together a buy here, but again, the round loss bonus, they're going to really start to kick in for them soon. And spreading like more or less default across the map here are Dig, Get Right, a little bit alone over on the one side. That is, by the way, I mean, that's a classic setup for this team, isn't it? Historically, Get Right on his own with everyone else doing something else.
Yeah, I mean, that's what kind of brought them to fame in the early stages of CSGO. Now he's kind of had to adapt his style a little bit. But certainly we saw it on Nuke. Guardian out in the open. Doesn't land the shot, and even Freiburg is baited into a fight. They haven't done any damage just yet. The Famas coming out on top with 2 kills.
Yeah, that's very awkward. Clearly that second fight, they thought, okay, we can at least trade the kill. We can at least find a way to get back into this one, but now it's not looking very likely at all. Get Right is edging his way into this part of the map. He's hoping for some sort of a battle, and he did see that, but doubt he's going to get a second chance. Ye will have not much of a reason to go in for that fight.
That's the big problem with this style. The old school style that Get Right had, the thing that caused it to be so ineffective as time went on is eventually, if you don't have success on the other side of the map, this lurk just turns into this, where Get Right's got to try desperately to make a play. Wardell uncharacteristically off the mark, but Get Right if he just gets 1 kill. It'd be so massive. There it is. There's the first. It's pulled Infinite away from the B bomb site, so at 2-on-1, Subrosa must defend against it all, and he's got a 3rd kill. The Fama still rings true.
And there's only 7 seconds left. They can't even wait in at all. Forrest gets the 1, goes straight for the bomb plant. And I don't think he has it. I think it's going to be a second too late. Oh, that's heartbreaking. After all the work they put into it, Get Right with a nice triple kill in that round, and they are just half a second short.
You have to like what you're seeing out of Get Right, though. This is 2 big rounds out of him where you've seen him take the initiative. First over jumping in towards the window, getting that first kill, building on it with the AWP. This time in a 3 versus 5, he knows he has to do something. Great shot on Wardell to open it up, and he's just gotten the kills all along the way. Just the timing not there for Dig.
I think that's another thing, because you just mentioned the idea that Get Right style took a big hit, and I think part of it is also just that the rest of the Counter-Strike world got so much better at playing Counter-Strike.
Yeah, they all caught up.
Yeah, a lot of people caught up, so when you do that lurking style, where you end up taking, a bunch of battles at the end, it's very tricky if your opponents are suddenly actually going to be winning, a bunch of those. And then I think also just the lurking style, people started getting very paranoid. There's a meme for a long time, if you don't know where Get Right is, he's right behind you. So that's going to be something that eventually all teams start to look for, right? It's like, oh, hold on, we're getting, no one's seen anyone for a while. Let's just make sure Get Right isn't sneaking in somewhere. 4-3, though. I think the big takeaway right now is if he can keep playing at that level and hitting those shots, then...
I'll even give him a little bit more kudos. He actually ended up taking the AWP away from Wardell in this round.
Yeah.
He did get that kill in Library and enough kills that they couldn't actually salvage it at the end of the day. So that's a big hit to the economy, a big hit to the arsenal that Orgless bring forward into this round. Plenty of utility, though. You can see this Orgless defense playing very, very far back. They haven't been pressured yet into using all that utility. Subrosa and Wardell, each with a Molotov.
Smoke down towards the Library. There's a pretty huge gap in it. I don't know if it's going to matter just yet. Yay Some blind shots coming through, and Waddell playing all the way up on the edge, and he just falls back as he's getting that shot in. That's pretty clever. He set 75 inside, and his defense is looking fantastic right now for Orgless. Continuing the spray is Ye, and he'll finally use the pistol. The no-scope not going to be working, and a good triple kill for him. All right.
That got that defense in a position just at the right moment, and it was just chaos. So many smokes, so many Molotovs, and Dig could not get a clean read on where to take their battles. Well done from Ye. So mobile. This smoke is providing him so much cover, and he's just going back and forth. That is well done from the Orgless defense and Ye.
Woo! Yo, hold that!
What did he say that time?
I'm not even sure what he said.
Gotta hold that. He was on the defense. He was the one holding it. Why is he telling them to hold it?
I think he's just enjoying himself way too much. He's playing into this.
Just lost his mind.
In the best possible way. This is how you want to be, right? Living in the moment. Just really boiling that whole Carpe Diem thing. That is his life.
Tongue flapping in the wind.
I think he's just unaffected by all of it, isn't he? 4-4. All tied up. Good job on Orgless bringing some of these rounds back. That's such a huge, even if that last round with the time ran out was unbelievably close, it's still pretty important. Again, they need that economy, and they need to make sure that they just don't keep on the pressure, because the fact that they won those 4 rounds in a row is a little bit scary. But now they're back to Khalil, back 10, very limited on the grenades. So I would say overall a pretty decent chance right here for Orgless to start to build some more in the first half. They wanted to go for the boost, and still thinking about it.
Again, another round. Dig has just called basically what it looks like a B hit right out of spawn. Everyone's just gone straight into banana. 4 players. You trust Get Right and Alt Mid in those halls to watch for any kind of a pushdown or a flank. This isn't applying any pressure to the defense at the A bomb site. Those 3 guys in lane can just chill. Or excuse me, 2 guys in lane can just chill. And there's not enough Molotovs and smokes on the Dig side to firebomb all these things. You can smoke off coffins, you can smoke off the CT spawn choke point. The Molotov isn't going to be doing a whole lot.
Trying to buy a little bit of time. We'll see. That boost up is usually pretty effective, but it depends on whether or not people check for it straight away. Infinite, not burned out of this position. You can Molotov it away if you are, really know what you're doing here. And they're going to push for 30 seconds to make the jump, and Freiburg was so ready for that peak. Really, really well done. So Rosa trying to see if he can bring it back. Now he needs another kill, and he's not going to get it. And this is an MP9 for FNS. They jump past, and he still mows down 2. One of them was at 100% health. That was Forrest going down there. And now 15 seconds. They're going to set up with a flashbang, trying to see if they can stop that bomb from going down. But that's not going to be possible. Get Right landing yet another headshot. And now it's a 2-on-2. Him and Freiburg are left. He turns for it, and he's going to get shot down now. Freiburg very low on health here. 25 health left. They have a Molotov as well. They're going to try and see if they can just burn him out of the corner, but he's not there. He's walked up behind, and Waddell, he seems to just know it. That's a nice peek and a nice round out of Orgless.
Yeah, that's a really great check. Get Right never expected Ye to just walk so quietly on contact through that choke point. He was not prepared for it. 12-5 for Get Right, and a 5th round for Orgless, and even with the plant, that's taken the money away from Dig. Some of them are right on the edge. They could actually go for a buy here if they wanted, if they felt like they still have the economy in a pretty stressful position. But 1-round lead for Orgless on defense here on Inferno.
I mean, it's tempting to buy right now when you bring it into a 1-on-2 like that.
And they do.
And
they were tempted with the forbidden fruit, and they've taken a bite.
We all know how that goes.
Yeah.
Double orb on the Orgless side, so potentially interesting for Inferno. The boost is up there, and Freiburg, we definitely saw one of them wants to put on a little bit of pressure. Doesn't really want to follow all the way through. Decent grenade.
Decent chip damage as well. And I mean, he's done a phenomenal job of gaining control of Banana entirely for his team. Been a Molotov around the corner to establish that control.
Yeah. I mean, 25 grenade damage again might not seem like that much if you're watching from home and thinking, why is that impressive? But it suddenly puts the Galil and even the Mac-10s within, like the headshot range. Maybe not quite the Mac-10, but Galil will probably do it.
That's painful. A couple flash flashes coming in for Dig. They wanted to take mid control, but the Molotov was just perfectly timed. So back to the B bomb site we go. Again, Get Right and Alt Mid, but I think they might actually need him on this hit with that Galil. They only have 2 rifles to make this happen. This time, plenty more smokes, plenty more Molotovs. They can firebomb a couple different corners, and the defense will be under far more pressure, especially Infinite with that AWP. Probably going to get forced out of the action after his initial shot.
Smoke goes up, but he's going to try and see if he can just beat it anyway. A flashbang here will probably ruin his life, but he's going to get the kill on Forest, and that's the bomb as well. He definitely must have seen that. Subrosa hiding at the edge, nearly taking the kill on Get Right. He'll finish off Exist for sure in Infinite. Can he do right through? That's such a ridiculous shot to hit. 20 seconds here, and Get Right and and Guardian trying to fight their way back. They're very low on health, but I feel like they should have maybe lost this round already. At least they're going to get a bomb plant out of it.
No more utility for the T side either. It's got to be all heads-up fights. Get Right. Remember, Ye last round came in silently. This time with the pop flash, though it blinds him as well. Get Right, thankful that he's got the time to recover. Nade in hand. Ye's so lucky to be alive, and Get Right's backed out. And I think he wants something to play with for this clutch.
He's going to set up right inside, but there's no way to know if they're actually going to be defusing at that angle. And they're going to go all the way deep. Ye will take him down. I don't know. It's very hard to say what he could have done differently there. That was going to be hard to play no matter what he did. Another round for Orgless, though. 6-4. They're really bringing it back in style right now. And they, I think, is finally going to put an end to a bye for the... Maybe, I don't know.
I mean, they've had to do it the hard way, which is very cool to see Orgless perform. They've had to do 2 retakes on that B bomb site at the end of these rounds in the past 2. So that's impressive stuff that Orgless is able to build upon that. Good kill from Ye. And even the follow-up. Covering, you know exactly the angle Get Right's going to be coming from. 2-round lead for Orgless.
Some pistols and some armor being picked up here instead. Freiburg leading the charge to the top of Nana. And a headshot to take down Subrosa. That's a brilliant. Another one to take it. The king of Banana is back. Freiburg finally getting taken out, and if not for the Molotov, they would have continued here. Infinite goes for the fight, but it is just too much to handle. That is such a disgusting way to open a round.
Yeah, that's a real daddy moment for Freiburg. Exerting his will. Bomb's getting planted right now. Ye and Wardell again tasked with a retake. This time, they're a man down. And Forrest has another smoke. It's just put up at this moment.
You could definitely sense the temptation to try and go for this, but it might not be worth it. They don't have that much money. Again, the last 2 rounds they won. They only had 2 people staying alive. It's so risky to try and run through this, even if you know that they had really nothing to work with here. Wardell going to be smoking off or Molotoving into the corner, but yeah, they're going to be falling back. Ye goes down, and Wardell, not even a chance here. What a round. Let's see those headshots out of Freiburg. This is brilliant.
Yeah, it was. And the problem with them sticking around that long for a retake and not actually pulling the trigger is they lose everything. They have no money. Yeah, this is nasty. You're not going to get this every single day, but you do love to see it when it happens. And even goes for the heat check. Can't even mind that. Can't be upset about it. 1 man and a deagle.
That's all it takes. Especially that man is Freiburg.
Yeah.
On Banana. Well, 12th round. Still got that AWP on Wardell. Picked up in this one. So, I mean, they just went all in on this, didn't they? I actually don't know about this. I guess they would have had to have double saved.
Yeah,
or something,
it's a lot of faith in Wardell also. But I think that was the logic is, we would have to sit a bunch out anyways. Oh, that's a terrible time for a double nade.
No
well,
armor.
If you're Orgless, yeah, no armor. There goes Ye. Nicely done from Forrest. And Get Right.
It's because the first grenade was actually quite far away from him, and the second one just was right on him.
Get Right's 16-6.
Yeah, what I mean, it's you almost don't want to jinx it, do you? Don't want to.
Oh, were you trying not to call it out?
I don't know. I'm just.
Did I ruin it?
No, it's fine. I'm just quietly excited, you know.
Don't make a big deal out of it. Keep your cool.
Just testing it out. At least finding one of the SMGs over on this side. It's a 5 versus 3, so you're finding 1 CT player, and well, now they definitely know.
Yeah.
But those are still good odds, right? At most, you could run into a 5-on-2 on the other side. You're like, I will take those odds, you know.
Yep.
That's fine.
Especially with the rifles. 6-6 now for Dig. Turned into a pretty good Inferno half for him.
Yeah, I think they're doing a very, very good. And again, some of these rounds have been really close. It could have been way more.
Yeah, exactly. Also, I mean, the big advantage at this point going into round number 13 is going to be the fact that the economy for Orgless is just shot. It's got nothing. So if you're Dig, you already have 6 on your T side, and you have economic control down the stretch. So you have some pretty big advantages in the last 3 rounds of this half. You have a good opportunity to go up 9-6.
That would really be something, wouldn't it? And Orgless, I mean, it's hard even to blame them too much. I feel like they've been playing a pretty good game right here on Inferno. But Dig just seemed way more prepared. Train was not really their style, I guess.
No,
But
I think it's relatively obvious if they're going to want to play Train later on, they're going to need to put some work in on that map.
Yeah.
It's looked much better since then.
Yeah, recovering nicely, not even really that, phased, it seemed, by the whole thing.
I mean, the crazy thing is, as much as we kind of make the jokes about the nostalgia, not really jokes, but just the nostalgic factor of this team, how long they've played together in the past, I mean, you do still have to think of this Dig lineup as kind of new, of all these players coming back together. Not only that, but in a new meta as well. So they have to learn to play a whole different style of game as a team. So map pool is still going to be a bit of a question mark. Get right, another one of those question marks when this team formed, if he was still going to be able to live up to his name and have good performances, and he's clocking one here early on in Flashpoint 1.
Absolutely true. Deagle on Zabroza, forward position again, just hoping that someone's going to walk into it. Pretty good kill from Ye with the USP, all things considered. Zabroza will find one on Get Right. It's causing a little bit of damage, and this would be horrific if they were able to throw this one away, Dig. That's not what they are looking for. So Rose has managed to walk back, and don't think they heard him run either just yet. So 3-on-3 now, still with a pretty big advantage for Dig. But they can't be making any more mistakes here.
I think they're going to be just fine. Heading back to the B bomb site as well. You knew there were 2 players. You know you've perhaps done a little bit of damage. FNS is at 30 HP, but more than anything, you know they haven't recovered any weapons, and Ye somehow still almost comes out on top. FNS takes a tick of damage, and Guardian, that's an easy one to get. It's the flames that finish him off. The bomb will go down. Subrosa's picked up an M4, and he'll save that.
He did make that look very cool. Dancing inside of the fountain, shooting people in the faces. It had a certain charm to it. He's luring the chickens now. He's actually
the chicken whisperer.
Yeah.
He's gonna kill it, isn't he?
Oh no, he's not. He's not. Oh.
Oh, jeez.
I thought they were friends. For
I didn't actually think he was gonna do it.
He earned its trust first, and then he killed it. That's heartless. If you're gonna do it,
Something to be said about a person like that.
and he looked it right in the eyes as well. Like he could have just turned it around and
Maybe dropped a grenade and ran.
yeah,
Could have done anything.
anything but that basically. That was a dark moment here. Just can't believe
Probably
it.
the darkest moment we've had at Flashpoint so far. It's just day 3.
Chicken, no more. There he is, the culprit.
Look at those lifeless eyes.
He looks upset. He's taking all of his anger out on that chicken, wasn't he?
There's another one.
Slaughter continues into the 14th round. All right, 6-7. And we'll see. 7 rounds, I think, is already pretty good for Dig. You're playing that T side, but obviously they want as much as they can get. And Orgless, their money is looking dreadful. So if they lose this round, they're going to be in so much trouble. It could end up all the way at 9 if that happens. And again, emphasis on Banana with Get Right. Not playing quite as far away, which, from the minimap would suggest just a really quick B hit here. And if they put one good flashbang in, they win the round immediately.
That was the flashbang. No one peeked with it, unfortunately. And again, another call to the B bomb site pretty much right out of spawn. No one spread across the map.
I think they're trying to lure someone into the coffins.
Oh, dear.
It's going to be one grenade, but I think it looked like they actually wanted to double grenade the coffins. At least that's what I was thinking.
I don't think they're ready to give up numbers just yet. They're also out of HE grenades, so I think it's going to end up just being a firebomb. No one has been called over for Orgless just yet. There's the Molotov into the choke point to slow down this hit, but Subrosa's going to be largely on his own for the moment. Another smoke goes down, and still Dig have not budged.
But they're going to throw so many grenades at Subrosa, it looks like.
Yeah, that's the counter nades they just forced out, and then here comes the main hit.
And they're actually both on that side now, so This is going to be rough. They do have some counter grenades as well. So Molotovs, they don't have any smokes to put out the incoming. Well, they actually put one up already. That's a preemptive smoke to block the Molotov. Let's see if this works out. 24 seconds. Some backup is being called for as well. Infinite goes down, but there's a crossfire and it's actually taken down already. 16 seconds, and that's such a perfect entry into the bomb site. Dig making that work, no problem.
Yeah, they just marched right in. Even with the Molotov delay, even with the smoke to put out the Molotov in the back corner, nothing they could do. Freiburg with a great entry over the top, jumping on the boxes. That's Orgless just not having any intel.
Yeah, but I mean, they had a lot of players there, right? And they, the fact
The
that
third player was kind of there.
kind of, yeah.
Yeah.
But even the fact that the Molotovs didn't do that much made me think maybe there was a chance that they could do some more work in there.
Well, here's the misconception about Molotovs at times, right? Like the Molotovs themselves are not meant to like necessarily do damage. That's just a part of the map or a corner you don't have to clear when you come in.
I mean, that's true.
Like the Molotov is down in those corners, and that means Dignitas doesn't have to worry about those positions as they rotate in. You have to worry about where they go after that, but that's much easier to deal with. So you know no one's going to be in dark. You know there's not going to be anyone jiggle peeking. Freiburg finds it right behind the pillar.
And they see that smoke in the corner, right? And they know someone is probably going to be there.
Yeah.
So yeah, you might be right. 8-6 here. Huge economic hit to Orgless, and it shows in the weapons here. Definitely shows in the utility as well. Some early grenades, and they run right into them. That's a heavy amount of damage. They still get the opening kill, but it should be returned. There's Freiburg picking up 2. So they'll take that fight every single day.
I just want to say 40% of Wardell's kills in this game have been done with the dualies.
Yeah, and he was cursed for it.
Yeah, he was cast aside by the Counter-Strike gods.
That's how it is.
Unloved, unwanted because of the dualies.
I mean, that's my takeaway from this.
All right, smoke up towards spawn side. Get right rotating back from alt mid. I think a lot of it for Wardell, honestly, has been they've kind of gone away from that A bomb site. They didn't find a whole lot of success there. They're like, all right, we'll just keep hitting B then. We can manage this site. There's a boost up, and ooh, FNS over the top. Needed that kill quicker. Gonna start backing away, but they never cleared Infinite out. Oh, so many kills for FNS and Infinite. That is a nice defense. And Orgless, a good opportunity to get their 7th.
Yeah, Dig actually were looking for the boost, but he was crouched down and looking away, so they couldn't see him through the smoke. And then obviously all the attention was taken away from that Coffins player. Forrest making a run for it. He could probably beat them there to get the bomb plant down, but even then he's in trouble.
He's going to have a chance, though. That's the thing. Wardell's rotating over, and if he just takes a headshot out of library, yeah.
No, but he has a Molotov as well. Wardell, he's not going to be there in time for it, so Forrest will get the bomb plant down and even escape all the way into Graveyard, where he's just going to be waiting. This is a very, very hard round for Forrest to win still.
I don't think he can take a heads-up fight either way. FNS has a kit as well. I think Forrest is going to have to do some trickery where he just doesn't take a fight with 11 HP until they're on the bomb and use that timer.
Well, there's a free kill. Now it's FNS who's got no more grenades, and Forrest is just waiting back here. Does he even know Wardell? I'm not even sure he could call it out and say whether he's in pit or up in the graveyard, and they don't know yet. FNS time is running out, and Forrest manages to do it. What an incredible 1 versus 2. That is not easy to do, ladies and gentlemen. 9-6 at the end of it in favor of Dig.
Yeah, 14-5 for Forrest, but Dig powered by Get Right. 18-8 for him in the first half, and they close it out with 5 rounds straight from the T side. Well done from Dig. We'll be right back after the halftime break.
Welcome back, ladies and gentlemen. Orgless and Dig here. We're going to get into the final half of this best of 3 to decide who's going to be winning it. They've both taken a map. First one was Train, going for Orgless in quite an impressive fashion. And then Nuke was up next, and Dig was so fully in control of that map. It was pretty great to watch. And now we've got Get Right playing at a really high level here. 9 rounds in the first half in favor of the Swedish side. That's pretty impressive. And the odds, they kind of reflect that.
Yeah, they really do. And I mean, you can't really blame him, especially, you know, a map like this where these guys are going to be so experienced on in high pressure situations as well. This is the map they won their major on.
This is exactly the map. I remember that game quite a bit. It was actually
quite
ridiculous.
clearly. Well, second half pistol round begins now. 9-6 in the favor of Dig. 3-round lead trying to close this series. It's been a pretty grueling battle. First, the beatdown on Train that you mentioned. A nice little comeback from Orgless on Nuke. Almost made things nervous. Almost made things very, very close. And now here on Inferno trying to put Orgless away finally.
Good jump from Guardian to try and take that look down. Second mid, it's always really worth knowing, and he spotted a bunch of people.
This is going to be harsh, though. Look at the third player defending the A bomb site. That's going to be Freiburg, but he's playing basically in CT spawn between the bomb sites. It's just these two players, Guardian and Force, to defend against all of this.
It's never just the Forest, is there? He's pretty good with this. He hasn't reloaded yet, and they're jumping on top. Oh, no. You definitely need bullets to take care of this. That's a nice shot from Guardian. Oh, my God. He's picking up another one. Forest there with a headshot, and Guardian wants a third, and he'll get it as well. Nearly the quad kill for him. What a fantastic defense.
I don't know how Forrest survived that long. When he turns the corner, they're entering the bomb site. He's got no bullets. Guardian does some work. What a hero. 4-round lead now, 10-6.
That is so hard to deal with.
Yeah, it's just the delay from Forrest. He makes it so awkward. FNS and Subrosa. I mean, so many bodies from Orgless just trying to hunt down Forrest behind that smoke, and Guardian just gets some freebies.
We've got a lot of MP9s. Someone's got to be looking for frags, surely. Hunt for them, in fact. Oh, Wardell. That's... Fire's just spreading.
The fire rises.
Oh, well. Guardian is going to be it, and Freiburg is getting a little bit in there. So, nice pick off, making a little bit of money. Good triple kill for Freiburg. 11-6. This is starting to look really good at the moment. Surely, if Flaren standing behind him is going to be excited. Vendetta is there as the hired analyst back in Norway somewhere. But
sure, he's having a great time as well.
He was writing me after the first map saying he was kind of following you, so I'm not worried. We're going to be winning this next, so
yeah,
confidence on him.
Yeah, those old guys sticking together.
So yeah, well, we need to make a club, don't we?
Here we go. Molotovs down the entirety, the length of Banana. Subrosa and Ye want to commit. Actually, that's a pretty decent double nade. Ye down to 28 HP. So is Subrosa. The exact same, and now he's naded out of the server, out of the map.
I would be so angry at this point in time.
Just got completely bombarded.
How many more fucking grenades do you have?
He's like, finally, it's over. Finally, there's no more. Oh, shit.
It's just so ridiculous, isn't it? Yeah, and Ye's nearly gone as well. It's just so disheartening losing around like that. Like even if one of the players who didn't get hit by a grenade, but you hear the call out from your teammates, you're like, yeah, I'm low. It's like, cool.
Well, I guess the one backfire that's potentially there for Dig is look at the nades they have left. They use so many for that control, and they've done great damage to Ye and Subrosa. Obviously eliminated Subrosa, but man, you don't really have a whole lot of nades to delay. This is a minute where they've been stuck with no smokes.
I know I've brought this up before, Jason, but
here we go.
You know that position that exists is in where he's boosted up over at the CT spawn towards B bomb side there?
Yes, sir.
When they smoke it off, if they go, but they're not going to go B, it looks like. But if they do, why doesn't anyone ever try and jump over and just charge them with the MP9? Just fly right around the corner.
Another one of your awful ideas. Oh, they see the trajectory. That Guardian's giving it up. This is not ideal. Smoke goes down in library. Here's the AK, turn the corner. Oh, just distracted enough for Freiburg. And now they can pounce. Long range, Forrest in the pit. He's got the SMG and another kill. Plant is going down inside the site, but Forrest is on a tear.
When Exist just there in time. This is such good timing for the retake. And Exist cruising through with the MP9. A nice triple. And I'm hearing some shouting going on now. Is that Flaren joining in? Oh my god. Well, 12-6 regardless. This is...
There's that final nade, just puts him out of his misery. He's burning, goes for the quick, clean death. I can't believe Exist hits this. Oh, so fast.
Stopping. Wow. 12-6. That's pretty good. And again, more than anything, it's about that economy.
Well, 12-6, and remember they also did it with mostly SMGs. So they've gotten some other things going on now. They've gotten upgrades to the M4s, but they got a lot of bonus money off those.
Guardian actually saw that I think a little bit of blood that was from the grenade or something, but couldn't get a chance to actually hit Wardell with the AWP. Forest nearly getting the timing on that tag, but they're going to be falling back. They're going to leave Get Right to just jump for information over at the banana position. Looks like they actually, I don't know, they might end up going banana.
Orgless has to be careful of how they choose to play the economy situation for them, because again, another force buy, but they're light on utility. A minute left. They have 2 flashes and a smoke to try and get into one of these bomb sites. If they continue to force buy like right on the edge like this, I think they might be misreading the kind of economy that Dig has at the moment, because it's not bad by any sense.
Get Right. This is dangerous. Goes for the swing behind the flashbang and lines up a beautiful triple. Sub-Rosa, Ye, and Wardell never knew what hit them. I only think one of them was flashed, but the rest were probably blocked in by the first player. That worked out so well.
The lineup as well. That last guy in line doesn't want to take the shot.
Wow.
Ooh, that's brutal. And he gets away on top of it all. 21-8 now for Get Right. 2 HP remaining. He's boosted up. Still a very effective position, even with low health. And it might not even matter. Exist has him covered. That's bomb on the ground. FNS moves in. And Guardian's there with the angle that wasn't previously covered when his teammate peaked. 13-6. 7-round lead for Dig. They looking like they want to close out map 3.
Yeah, they really are just on fire right now.
This is 9 rounds straight for Dig.
Amazing control there on the spray as well, keeping that spray pattern just right on them. This is something else, I mean, we haven't seen in a long time.
21 kills on Get Right?
Yeah. I'm just enjoying the moment, I'm not gonna lie. Here we go. Good grenades down the middle to soften up some of those pistols. And over at the B bomb side yet again, it is Get Right on his own. Which is, actually, he's got a friend there. They were just boosted on top of each other. Freiburg and Forrest will get a couple of clean headshots. And that should pretty much diffuse any kind of a threat that might be coming their way in this round.
Ooh, nice pop flash. Freiburg doesn't spot the player under porch. Nice nade. Good damage onto Ye. Forrest is going to push up behind this as well, and I think this could be the perfect timing, considering there's a smoke that just blocks off the other choke point. Forrest going to get at least 1 freebie. There's a second one. Good control onto Wardell. FNS, the final remaining player, does eliminate him, but quickly traded. Dig just marching into a series victory.
I really appreciate, I mean, obviously the triple spray down from Get Right in that round is so good, but I'm almost just as hyped out about the fact that that's part of their play style, is retaking, you know, banana later in the round, because that's something we don't see nearly enough, and it's so effective.
I mean, even the swing, though, from Get Right felt like it wasn't going to be as effective as he would have liked. It felt like they were in a perfect position to counter that. Like you said, only one player was actually blind. Just no one could actually get the kill onto Get Right. No one could complete it, down to 2 HP.
Ooh, here's a change. Guardian going down over at banana by the car. Immediately killed by FNS. So they need a lot of luck and a lot of good rounds coming their way here, Orgless. Exist getting heavily tagged, but they nearly lined up for a double. FNS is so low on health, and they're not even afraid to challenge Wardell down back there. Might want to be a bit careful, but at least it's a 4-on-4 here.
They have the information. There's only 2 defenders at the A bomb site, so I'm interested to see how much they pick up the pace. Already starting to move through Rap side, but Exist is back. He's holding the angle, and he's got another kill. Ye goes down. No impact on the round, and they still haven't pulled the trigger on this attack. Double pit setup. Going to be hard to break through.
Very, very tricky, especially with FNS being on 1 health. They've given him the AWP, which makes a ton of sense, but
all he can really do is cover Rap side, though. He can cover and make sure that Exist can't get out of library, and he'll do just that.
That's an important kill, but that pit position is still a huge issue. Wardell goes down, and now what do they do? 40 seconds, the bomb is still in quad waiting. FNS finding more kills, but it's this pit position that's still a problem. And Get Right, he's been waiting here the whole time. Just now off to get the kill, and he's got 30 seconds to try and just hide from FNS, and I don't know what he's going to do now. 1 health left with that AWP and only 20 seconds. Eventually, he's going to have to start to make a move, and Get Right's just hiding inside of the smoke. How do you do this?
He's playing like a turret.
Yeah, why not? There comes FNS around the corner, and he's going to go down. Get Right with another clutch, another double kill, and 15-6. Dig a single round away, and Get Right at 23 kills.
That's beautiful. A nice 1 versus 2 clutch, and that double up in pit. I mean, Get Right just plays it perfectly. There's the difference between, that's the fine line, the baiting versus the teamwork. That's the teamwork side of things. He's just waiting for his moment. They're whittling him down. There's nothing he could really do to help Forrest in that situation, so just chill. And obviously takes advantage of the fact that Orgless thinks they've cleared out pit. A close round, but it goes in the favor of Dig. They're going to end this map on a huge streak.
Yeah, it's looking so good right now. Look at the grenades that are on the Orgless side here. 2 smokes and a couple of flashbangs. Some wild spray coming through. And actually, they'll win the fight against Get Right. Well done on Ye. Just able to see the Tracer there. He did take a fair bit of damage, but still, a kill is a kill right now. Guardian nearly lining up for that double. That could have been beautiful. Freiburg trapped behind the pillar, and Subrosa will take him down. A little bit of fight still left here in Orgless, and Forrest caught with a grenade in hand, and they're going to be able to overwhelm them this round. Really well done.
Yeah, it's well done, but it's almost too little too late. Exist does fall. We're going to get another buy from the Dig side. They have plenty of money. Forrest is hurting, but he'll have a drop from a teammate over. They should have another AWP on Guardian if he wants to take it.
Yeah, too little too late. We had a similar kind of scenario going on Nuke.
That was 11 rounds in a row for Dig.
That's a pretty good run to get here. AWP is in the hands of Wardell. We were talking a lot about him, right? But he's 6 and 17 right now. And as you pointed out, 2 of those kills were dualies.
Yep, Subrosa eats more nade damage. Another Molotov to force FNS forward. He's exposed, but he can wait patiently, not in direct danger. And again, Dig is taking control of Banana, but it's costly. Exist and Get Right both fully out of grenades.
But he's rotating back though, Exist. He's got the right idea. He's at Arch, Libraries, Freiburg. They've got a pretty good setup for this A defense if they need it. So much time on the clock that anything can still happen. Oh,
that's
okay.
dirty. They kind of needed that kill though. Like it's crazy seeing Dig. Every time they feel pressure, there's just like nade dump. All nades are being used so quickly, and
wow.
Even Exist wasn't the blind one. I thought Freiburg got that for a moment, which would have just been nasty. But either way, 2-man advantage for Dig, and it's back to the B bomb site. It's the only option available with the resources that Orgless have.
Which is not a lot. I mean, they can smoke off Get Right on this side, but he's going to be fine with them actually getting into the bomb site. No reason to really try and fight that. Oh, and he saved a couple of bullets for FNS. Freiburg trying to see if he could be cheeky about it, but Wardell was there to shut him down. And the bomb is being crossed over, and Get Right, he might have heard that. He might have the perfect lineup. Oh, he's trying for it, and nearly denied there. The bomb will be going down. A 4 versus 3, and all they have really are the fuse kits to try and do this with. So it won't be an easy retake. That AWP on Wardell could be absolutely lethal.
There's no flank coming in either. Yeah, Wardell can play this just perfectly. He can straight up win this round. Get Right jumps up onto the boost, onto the flower pots. Wardell, again, a narrow choke point. They all get slaughtered. The AK swings out. 15-8. No access on the retake.
That's a bit rough. That looked like it was going to be their round. And again, I mean, they have plenty of runway still. But you never really want to get too close, do you? 7 more rounds is what they need Orgless to get into overtime. They couldn't do it on Nuke, where they were in sort of a similar position.
I don't think they'll do it here.
No, you're not buying it.
No, but that's not any kind of crazy statement to make. I think there's too many rounds. Again, it's the same thing as Nuke, where it's just like Dig has so many chances. It doesn't matter if they really, you know, as it goes, run out of steam. All you need is one more decent enough push.
It would have to be tongue out all the way for that to work out, Jason.
Tongue would have to fall out of his mouth.
We might see it. Oh, some grenades raining over. Subrosa. Going to check everything out here. Leave left Infinite behind on the other side. Some good grenades, but still challenging the smokes from the Deagles on the other side exist. That seems like pure craziness. Kind of hard to believe he's still alive after all of that.
Even after the nade, that one hurts. Had some opportunities. There's a lot of pressure applied, and there's a shift in the defense at the moment. Orgless is going to rotate to the other side of the map. Ooh. Is Forrest in A-Halls? Is he just waiting behind a corner?
Yeah, he is. But if they... I don't know.
Surely no one checks that at this stage of the round.
You would think not. If they go back to B... No, the smoke was just used. I was going to say Guardian actually had a smoke that he was still hiding. Or saving. Forrest ready and waiting. Instant execute there as Infinite goes down. Still, it is just Forrest on this side. He's going to swing with the AK-47, or he wanted to, right into FNS. Yeah, I think maybe if he would have held the angle, it would have been slightly different, but...
If he didn't flash himself?
Yeah. Hard to know, right?
A little bit of mistiming. He could have been perched up over that box at a headshot angle. Valiant effort from Forrest. So, 15-9.
Taking a step closer.
Nuke was 16-10, and it was 5 rounds straight for Orgless in an attempted comeback to get to that 10. This is how many straight for Orgless now? I think 3 or 4? 3.
They're building it. Really trying to make it work. Which almost is a little bit painful because, again, if they could have had these rounds earlier on in this half, the whole atmosphere and the whole feeling of the game is just so much different. Well, Get Right running to pick up the Krieg up there, but I think he was a second too late, unfortunately. So it's going to be just the Deagles that they save. I would say buy some HE grenades, throw them down the middle too, have some fun.
Yeah, might as well go for it. Good old-fashioned nade stack.
There's 2.
Only 2 team players.
Get some more.
One of them's the stand-in. Doesn't bode well.
You know you want to exist. You know you're feeling it. Oh, it's a shame.
Got flashbangs, though. Gotta be happy about that.
We always like the flashbangs.
So, what, double nade down, flashbang set up to try and push and catch him off guard. Ooh, or just a straight deagle to the face. Team nade with the damage from Exist, and what a way, if they're gonna lose it, to be like this.
This is so stupid. I have no idea what just happened. How did he get the first kill?
How did he get the second one?
Well, the grenade, I want to know what happened. How did it land?
Get the third one? Yeah.
This is
They had to have been so shocked from the peak that the nade just goes to an awkward angle.
Yeah.
Just limp wrist.
We'll find out. We'll do some investigation on that one. Infinite and Wardell will have to try and at least salvage some dignity here. 2 versus 4 at the moment. The bomb all the way over at Banana, while Infinite just checking out the apartments here, but they're really far apart. What a shocking way to start a round. Nobody saw that coming.
No. I like it, though. I'll take that all day. Infinite trying to find some safety for his teammate at this A bomb site. Hold an angle. Wait for Wardell to get a bit closer before you can start actually trying to take fights. Get Right just has to sit and be patient. He's got no teammate actually inside the site, so it's all on him. He cannot go down early.
No, and he's very patient. And this is good because as long as he stays hidden and if he shoots the grenades that they maybe could have used to try and burn him out with, he's just counting the seconds. I think, yeah. I think that was because the flashbang, his hand just went up and that revealed him. That's a very interesting way to get spotted, isn't it? Get Right going down now, a 2-on-3. There must be a huge gap in that smoke, I believe. And Freiburg, is he going to try and exploit it? He's certainly trying to take a couple of shots through. Yeah, sees one player. 6 seconds left here. Nice turnaround for Infinite. Another headshot to come through. Maybe they can bring it back and continue to fight another day here. 10-15 is still not great, but it's better than losing just the pistols and grenades. Forrest goes down, and Freiburg is next in line. An incredible 2 versus 4 being won here by Orgless. That's so well done. Yeah,
a few lucky little details go their way. The flashbang on a Get Right to have his hand raised up. This was freakishly impressive. Oh my god, that nade is so far away. I've seen better nades than that do 0 damage.
Just the lucky one.
Yeah, congratulations.
A little bit of shrapnel going his way.
You've won the idiotic lottery. 15-10.
Play stupid games. 15-10, yeah. 3-man stack at B early on, but not one you want to keep around, just in case. And they are really tired of getting grenaded up here. Orgless not being early on Banana to try and take that fight. What a strange round that was. But now it's a buy round out of Dig, which has been a little while since they've had that. Still lacking maybe some of the grenades. See if they can control. You were pointing this out earlier. How once the pressure was on, they just throw almost all of their grenades all at once. Yeah. That would be a good habit to get rid of.
Well, they've at least held on to him here, right? They have way more nades than we're used to seeing at this juncture. Back to the B-bomb site we go for Orgless. Dumbing it down, keeping things simple. Exist is going to have to rotate back. Get Right still has a Molotov.
And he's just holding it down. It's actually a really good timing for the smoke right there, especially with the Molotov still behind them. So this could get very interesting. That one Molotov at 35 seconds could change the outcome of this round. Let's just wait and see. Get Right's already done so much for this team here on Inferno, and it's going to be put down. They're coming right through, but what do they do now? They have to wait, and that's a disaster. Exist does drop, and that's a bit of a problem, but still 20 seconds. They're bringing it back now, and Forrest is hearing it. He's in Boiler, ready and waiting. He's calling in all the troops, and a nice flick there from Infinite. That should have been Forrest killed. Not going to get the crossing shot either, and I think somehow Orgless have found a way into the round. That's so strange.
They baited everyone over to the B-bomb site. It was just Forrest as that only defender, and Boiler missed his opportunity. Yeah, this, I mean, I don't think you can replicate this too frequently, but it's a nice look for the moment. Orgless still alive in this map, in this series. It's going to be 11-15. And now they have a little bit of money in the bank. They can go for this hunt. Two players coming up banana, trying to take the AWP out of Guardian's hands, trying to take the M4 away from Freiburg. Force all the rebuys. And Dig's economy cannot sustain this. Even if Guardian was to keep this up, what are you supposed to do?
Yeah, one good kill. They're definitely looking for him. Mid-end, that's a shot that Guardian is going to hit a lot of the time. And Ye trying to get close, and he'll find it at the end. He actually does get that AWP. So
I thought he got knifed. I'm not going to lie.
That could have been a feature
For a moment there, I thought he got knifed.
Didn't happen, luckily. 15-11, and again, I don't know. That was a crazy swing by Infinite.
Yeah.
But still, Forrest, you feel like if he got that kill, that would have slowed them down enough. Even if he dies and is traded.
I don't think Forrest expected it to be such an aggressively wide swing to clear that exact position.
Yeah. Well, he really wasn't clearing it in many ways, right?
Yeah.
He was just running and he was like, oh, there's someone there, look at this.
The unfortunate thing is, you're right, Dig did have a great job of dropping the utility to lay that hit to come in. Unfortunately, they did it in a way that, you know, everyone from Orgless has the ability to fall back and, you know, readjust across the map. No one was committed. It's not like one player got in or two players got in that's going to force the whole herd forward. They all got to back away. Now, this is exactly how they lost Nuke. Was 5 in a row and then a timeout from Dig. Fortunately for Orgless, there's no weapons on board.
Yeah, that makes a bit of a difference, doesn't it? We'll see here. Guardian with one HE grenade, which again, probably is not going to have much of an impact. It goes pretty deep, and Get Right will find a headshot, but they can't recover that rifle, even if they really desperately want to. So, they're being annoying, but not looking like they're going to win the round at least.
Ooh, he dinked two players, Wardell and Sabrosa.
It's pretty good. It's not good enough. But
no, I mean, next time you should just shoot both bullets into one guy's face.
There we go. More damage, but not enough for the kills. And now Get Right sneaking around the map. That rifle is down there somewhere, he knows. You'd love to be able to get it, but they seem to be kind of guarding it at the moment.
It's maybe 15-12, Anders.
Yeah? You starting to get worried at all?
No, it's just impressive to see out of Orgless that, I mean, twice now on these maps they've made some you know, decent comebacks. Sucks that they get down that big in the first place, you know.
Yeah, you don't want to have to make the comeback. It'd be better if they were off to a slightly better start, and especially these second halves for them seem to be really rough. He's wondering, where could that be? Could have been blown away somewhere. Is it up on the roof, is it? Yeah, I'm pretty sure I see it up there.
Jump.
Pretty sure it was up on that roof. That's...
Well, Get Right's cooled off. What did we talk about when he was 21-8?
Yeah.
Something like that. He's 24-13 now.
But I guess that's the whole team, right? So, but still, you're right. I mean, just one good round out of him, a couple of kills with an M4, that might just do it. Double up on the T side for Orgless, which is an interesting look.
It's pretty cool from Dig as well. They do fully invest into this round, but look how much money they have left over in the bank after the M4 and all the utility is picked up. 2 kits on Forest and Get Right, but plenty of cash down the stretch. Here's some aggression. Everyone's blind. Everyone's in flames. Freiburg's got the opening kill. Ye down to just about half HP.
Wow, and the follow-up spray and the grenade.
That should do it.
FNS was dead in like 10 different ways in that. There's just no way to get out. He was flashed standing inside of the fire with 2 people rushing him, and he had an AWP. Like,
yeah, he's not going anywhere.
Goodbye. 3-5 now, and as you said, that probably should do it, although let's just see. This is where Dig need to rely on some of that experience and not throw away any kind of a lead like this. Don't let them back in the round or back in the series at all. Freiburg smoked off, so is Exist over by the archway, although Freiburg is going to be flashed through, it seems like. Nice shot there, just as the smoke was going up. Wardell goes down, and now Infinite and Ye, 2 versus 5, and this is not looking doable at all. Trying to get into the side, but Get Right's going to be in hit his 25th, and then almost getting that last one in. It's going to be 16-12 as Dig will take down Orgless, and it took all 3 maps, but they got the job done.
Yeah, I mean, Train wasn't pretty at all. The rest of them look much, much better for Dig. You would have liked to have seen them close these maps out earlier when they had such big leads, but listen, we're going to take it for that first series here in Flashpoint. They forget about Train. They take Nuke, they take Inferno, and they take this series against Orgless. Dig are your victors. We're heading to a break, then we got the desk.